Gemini. Okay. There's an energy of perhaps taking advantage. Either you feel taken advantage of, or somebody else feels like this towards you, or others feel like this, or you may be looking to see how to take advantage, or you see how someone is taking advantage, or how there is an advantage you can take. Okay. Yeah. Interesting. Some of you might be in trouble with the law, or trying to avoid being in trouble with the law. Some of you are having issues with authority. You might be coming against authorities, maybe at work or an institution or a system. Or, you know, you may be that authority that is, what's at play here, where you are experiencing issues from others or from certain situations that should be managed, or that you handle or trying to get a handle. Yeah, I saw the Three of Swords. So there may be some breakdown in communication with the Three of Swords. There may be external factors, but there's some sort of disturbances, suffering, pain. There may be even issues around mistreatment. You may be trying to separate or distance yourself. There may be issues in being able to collaborate. There could be some sort of setback, or something temporary is happening, or you're trying to put something temporary in place. But there's an air of disappointment as well. Yeah. For some of you, you may be feeling betrayed. For some of you, this could be heartbreak. But you are experiencing some unfulfilled emotions, or this is how, you know, the energy is coming at you, towards you from others, or around particular situations. You may be focusing on how to salvage, or I feel like, Gemini, you might be spending more time, some of you experiencing crying over spilled milk, or for some of you, you're experiencing some regret. Yeah. For some of you, you are caught up by something. For some of you, you have a problem with what's being said, or others have a problem with what you're saying. For some of you, you're having difficulties being able to collaborate or get your point across, or others may feel like this with you. So let's take a look. Spirit, what are the messages for Gemini for whenever Gemini is viewing this? Messages for Gemini. Gemini, mind your business. But Gemini, you might be feeling like this towards somebody or others. Mind your business, right? For some of you, you minding somebody's business, or somebody minding your business. But there's an air of you having some negative emotions, or being in your feelings with something, or with someone, or with the situation or situations. Some of you, you might just be a little bit of a negative Nancy. Your name might just be Nancy. Or you might be dealing with someone that's named Nancy, who's negative all the fucking time. Always looking at the, oh, this isn't gonna work. Oh, that's never gonna happen. You know, that type of motherfucker. I hope that ain't you, Gemini. You know, because Gemini, you are always warring with your inner twins, right? you're always in your head. You always scrutinizing and thinking. And, you know, Gemini, I don't know, you may be detached. You usually are, you know, kind of detached emotionally. But if you are in your emotions, it's not necessarily in a good way. I'm just saying. Some of you, you're better now, this time. What are the messages for Gemini? Some of you need to be better, do better, act better, think different. Abstract thought doesn't always apply. Black and white isn't always the approach. Sometimes there's a gray area. I know you don't like that space. Sometimes you should go there. Visit. Okay? Stay a while. That's an area where things aren't clear cut, but you can still make something. This doesn't have to be this or that. Yay or nay. You can do maybe. Sometimes. Perhaps. You can appear to care more. Well, you care, Gemini, but you care about Gemini and what Gemini cares about. Seldom do you get the joy of your care about them. It happens, but you usually spend it on you. This is just what's coming out, Gemini. I don't care if you like it. You know that's how a lot of you are. Airy as fuck. Critical. Judgmental. Look at that. We got the Six of Swords just popped out. So with the Six of Swords, you may be traveling or moving forward, or something is being moved forward, or you're experiencing a transition that's happening to you or that you are causing, but there's some sort of mental shift or some sort of shift through conversation or shift in your mind. I feel like that might be a little stormy and turbulent. I feel like with this Six of Swords, for some of you, the transition is someone is bringing attention to you that you didn't want, or you're bringing attention to others or something that didn't want to be seen. And you don't care. Look at you. You're like, over here. Or somebody is like this with you. Like, damn, Gemini. Snitch much? Here you go. We got somebody over here that needs something to do. You miss somebody. Really? At the bottom of the deck, the overall energy is the Six of Wands. See, look. This here is, look. First of all, look at that. That horse looks like it was trying to gallop. It looked like there may be a little bit of problem with, you know, what's in movement, or there may be some challenges here. And even in that Six of Wands energy, there's challenges. But the Six of Wands is talking about a focus on victory, or there's a focus intent that, you know, you want to arrive to victory here. This is also, you know, how the energy is coming towards you or others or situations where they wanted victory with you. I also feel like you may be trampling all over something, or you feel like, you know, someone's trampling all over you here, or someone feels like this is how you're treating them. or you just mucking it up. Somebody's mucking it up. You know, this was supposed to be smooth, but you're not making it smooth, or somebody's not making it smooth here with the Six of Wands, because there is this focus for success. But also with this Six of Wands here, somebody may feel like they're not exactly getting the victory, and they're wanting to do something or doing something to ensure it. They may even rope them in a way that, you know, you may be reluctant to, but you're going to go ahead with it because you like, forward, I will have success. Will have victory. For some of you, this is about, some of you are in your pride. Some of you are focusing on bringing something to attention, or, you know, something is being called into attention, or you are being asked to give attention to something. With this Six of Wands, this is also about you wanting, you know, or someone wanting with you some sort of recognition or acknowledgement. And somebody might be making noise, or you may be making noise, and as a result, noise is being made, movement and actions being taken, perhaps reluctantly, but just to appease, so that there can be a transition to what's being pointed out with the Six of Swords. I think you're doing this, Gemini. Underneath that is the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, because you want balance. You want things to be even and fair. You're like, everybody gets the same amount of work. Everybody gets the same amount of pay. Everybody gets the same duties. Everybody's supposed to be doing the same thing. And with the King of Swords here, you may be dealing with someone in authority, or you may be trying to be an authority to that regard. But this is like cutthroat energy, clear-cut communication, okay? Being very calculating and measured. You know, this is you wanting an intervention, or thinking that you need to bring in some sort of intervention. But this person, look at this. This person looks like they're on some bullshit a little bit. Somebody might be looking at you like this, or you may be looking at someone else like this. I feel like with this King of Swords, the sword is like put away, right? So you might want something put away, or someone wants something put away, but there's like this exacting energy. This truth, looking to execute something, get something done, or put something in effect, or watching for it to be put into effect. But this is this King of Swords. He, you know, he looked like he's trying to be a smooth operator. With all that red, he may be focused on his stability, his security, his ability to create. You might be looking to cut something out, or somebody might be looking to cut something out with you. For some of you, you could be dealing with the King of Swords. But this is also your energy, Gemini. Some of you got some swagger, or you think others is operating on some swagger that needs to be reined in. But I feel like you want something brought into focus. For some of you, you're dealing with an authority that is, has some authority with you, giving you some terms, or maybe you're giving some terms here. Or looking at the terms. For some of you, this is actually getting in trouble, or about to get in trouble, or trying to see how to keep out of trouble or avoid trouble, or that trouble doesn't happen when it probably is something that is going to... Ooh, and a Queen of Swords. For some of you, this here is your yin and yang. You know, balancing the opposites. Balancing your shadow and light, your feminine and your masculine. For some of you, this is you dealing with your partner, or a particular relationship, or someone you're involved with. I also see you looking for the truth, or you are looking something and you're calling bullshit, and you're wanting something cut out. For some of you, you're being bitchy about this, or somebody's being bitchy with you like this. But this has been, you know, being clever, trying to be, you know, you're not just trying to be, you being clever. Some of you are trying to be clever. Somebody trying to be clever with you. Yeah, but there's a detaching of the emotions and focusing on the reasoning and the logic of something, because something needs to change or be brought into balance or adjusted or adapted to. And yeah, with sixes here, you want success, or somebody wants success here with you, or all the way around, or it's just to create more balance and success, a give and take, reciprocity, and exchange that's mutual for everyone, whether they like it or not, but it's supposed to bring balance and be fair. And you may be trying to create this, or give this, or receive this, demand this, ask for this, or this being demanded or asked of you. For some of you, you're focusing on the possibility to receive something, or that someone wants you to give something. I feel like there may be something that you may be struggling with, or someone is struggling with you about, or but there's some energy of reluctance here with achievement. But nonetheless, the Six of Wands is the overall energy. There's a focus on achievement, even if reluctantly or with its challenges. Wow. So your energy is the Two of Swords. Look at that. The Gemini twins is activated, and one of them blind, maybe both. But with this being your energy, Gemini, you're focusing on, you might be creating stalemates and blockages. Some of you might be trying to remove them. With this Two of Swords, some of you are trying to protect yourself. Some of you might be in two minds about something. Some of you might be trying to cut something out, because this looks like scissors in her hand. Some of you may be weighing up two options, or experiencing indecision, or refusing to see something, or you want something to be seen. But you're sensing something happening here. And with that moon energy in the background here, and things looking a little shady, that's just what it is to you, or that's what you're doing. But there's some sort of blockage here, or you're trying to address a blockage. But this is also an air of trying to protect, or keep your balance, or bring balance into a situation, or you might be avoiding a conversation, or something like that. For some of you, I'm hearing you try to kill two birds with one stone. And you may not see clearly what that needs to be. For some of you, you know, you're dealing with things where you may not know what the options are, but you are determined to see it as some sort of transition, even though difficult, or whatever the option you're working with to cut something out or to bring peace in a situation. It's a little turbulent, but you're still having to go through with it, or trying to go through with it, maybe even get some help or get something looked at. But you're looking to be supported, or perhaps be a support. The Two of Swords is saying you may not have peace about certain things, or certain situations, certain communication, certain plans, certain transitions. Okay? So let's continue. Now, you also have with this Two of Swords, this duality happening here. So there's some decision making here that needs to happen, or there's issues with making happen, or maybe you have issues with decisions, because this Two of Swords is like looking back, or trying to look towards something that is maybe not something they can clearly see, or whatever they're looking at, you're looking at something and you're refusing to see something else. You may even be trying to see what you're not seeing, or, you know, institute that where you want something to be seen that's not being seen. Something like that. Let's see what some other messages are for you, Gemini. Some of you feel stuck. Some of you don't know how to transition something, or what was supposed to be a smooth transition is starting to take a hard right. There's issues getting success or having victory here, getting what you want, or with, you know, trying not to give to something, vice versa. Let's see what else is here for you, Gemini. What else is going on here for Gemini, please, Spirit? For whenever Gemini will see this message. What else is going on for Gemini? But I see a lot of action. Somebody's making mistakes too. Ooh, loyalty. Okay. For some of you, you will have loyalty in a situation. For others of you, someone is looking for your loyalty. Also, loyalty is saying that things will work out for you as long as you're honest. I also feel like you may be making sure of where the loyalties lie, or that things are being done honestly and fair. You may be requiring this, or this may be expected of you. Yeah, at the bottom of the deck, you got hurtful gossip. So you may be the source of hurtful gossip that impacts others and or you, or this is happening to you from someone else, okay? Where there's either some sort of judgment or criticism, or something to do with rectifying something or balancing something, or that throws some issues around the balance, or the way something is being reflected upon here. There may be criticisms around you, or that you may be part of those criticisms, or you are the one bringing those criticisms to the table. Let's see what the grand design is here. Let's see what what's being designed here for Gemini. What's the design spirit for Gemini with these energies? What's the design here? What's the design here, please? I feel like you want to tighten up, or somebody is tightening up on you. Somebody getting absolution or trying to. For some of you can't move forward because you don't think the transition is appropriate or right or fully happening. And you want to see more of the transition for everybody. Transition for everybody, whether you like it or not. Let's be fair. Come on, give it to me. You have worker placement. Yeah, this is around work. Yeah, you've been drafted to do work that others, or you think others aren't doing, or you think should be doing or sharing in. You want to know, is everybody available to do the same thing, or am I the only one available? You may be seeing that this may be some sort of practice on the job, either that you may be doing or someone else may be doing, but I feel this is you calling judgment, calling something out. You're not going to be blind to it. Or maybe you were blind to it, but now you're starting to look at it. And you want the game to be fixed. Or you see that the game is fixed. And you're like, wait a minute. No. Because this is like kettles. This is the pot calling the kettle black. Or the pot needs to call the kettle black. And the kettle might need to be a pot. Or everybody just need to be doing the same thing. Or be the same thing at the same time. Yeah, worker placement. So there may be some changes happening with work that you may not like, or you may be feeling a little disgruntled. I mean, I get it. But you might be playing a little dirty or being a little spiteful. You might be hating or somebody hating on you. Let's see what's some additional guidance for you. What's some additional guidance? What's some guidance for... Ooh, that was quick. Let's see what you got going on. So, you have the snow leopard. Take some time out of your usual life and spend it in solitude. So you want to spend some time on your own, or you want to be able to be on your own, or you want to have some solitude. Yeah. There may be like a feeling of singling out, or you might be singling out or being singled out here, or feeling singled out here. But it looks like you might need some time alone. Work some shit out, Gemini. Okay? You might need to chill out with what you're looking at, or you are being perked up by what you're looking at here. Some of you, I noticed this guidance, but suddenly, especially for those of you where there's some criminal activity, for some of you, a few of you, not all of you, this takes some time out of your usual life and spend it in solitude. Some of you might decide to be on the run, or somebody you're dealing with is, or this is taking time out from your life because you got to go do some time, like in prison. Or you got to put some time in somewhere, maybe community service. I don't know. But it's some cold conditions with the snow leopard. You also have the weasel. Be silent, pay attention, and simply observe with your eyes, ears, and physical feelings what is happening inside and all around you. Okay? Okay? Embody the weasel. Don't be a weasel. So some of you, you're being silent, or there's a need to be silent because you might be, you might be saying or doing too much. And there's a need to pay more attention, to be more silent and less speaking, and more listening, and more seeing. And address your feelings. So some of you might be in your feelings. Some of you are. Some of you are looking to weasel your way out of something, and some of you can't weasel your way out of something, and some of you are making sure nobody else can weasel their way out of something. Or somebody's trying to weasel their way out of something with you, or weasel their way in. Either way, there's some weaseling happening. And the guidance here for you is to pay attention and be silent. Observe with your eyes and your ears and your physical feelings. Because you see this person can't see, so something might be going on that you need to realize or be able to hear or identify. For some of you, you don't want to be identified, or some of you are going to be identified, or some of you are about to be the one that identifies. Well, if you must, Gemini, let's see an additional message. What else can you tell Gemini, please? What else can you tell Gemini here, please, Spirit? Thank you. You have take steps to get healthy. Okay, it's time to get on the do-right train, Gemini. Or you might be trying to make sure shit get done right, or you want things to be healed and healthy and good all around. However that needs to look, for whoever it needs to look like, as long as you feel it, experience it. And you may be taking steps to do that or ensure that. Or perhaps you feel you need to. But Gemini, you usually do what you think, right? Especially when Geminis are you focused. Think about one aspect of your physical health that you've been neglecting or avoiding and ask yourself why you've been doing so. Perhaps your diet needs to change, or you know you need to exercise more. Your goal by the end of this period is for you to commit to the next step or identify why you're choosing to sabotage your healing. So you might be being sabotatory. You might be the sabotage here in this situation. Or there's a need for you to stop sabotaging, but also to focus on your health, your mental health, your emotional health, your physical health, and improve it. Create improvement. Some of you gonna make improvement. Because you're gonna fuck shit up for everybody. Because shit gotta get healthy. I don't know. You figure this out. But this is where you are, and this is what you got happening. I hope these messages help. Like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching, Gemini. Bye-bye now.